Hey, what's going on? It's V from V Love and Tarot. Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on what the gossip is about you. What do people say behind your back? So I'm going to have 3 different piles. We have Tweety for pile number 1. Pile number 2 you have Froggy. And pile number 3 you have Smurfette. So what are people saying about you behind your back? When your back is turned, are they speaking sweet nothings about you? Are they saying negative things about you? Are they talking about you in high regard? Are they putting you on a pedestal? Are they inspired by you by any means? We're going to figure it all out. And let me know that you stopped by putting number 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. I would love, love, love to hear from you. And thank you so much for being here. So let's dive into your piles. If you need more time, please consider pausing the video and just meditating with these 3 little trinkets here. And I'll see you over in the piles. All the timestamps will be below for your reference, as well as all the decks that I'm using. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I would love it. I will love it. I will love it. Also, I would like to say thank you so much for your awesome energy exchange, for sending beautiful messages here and on my Instagram, for buying any of our decks if you have any of them, and for just welcoming me into your space. I really do appreciate you. So don't forget to check out the comments to interact and have fun with us. We are building a beautiful community here. Alright, so please hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything, and let's keep going. Number 1, you're first with Sweetie Bird. Alright, number 1. Hello, Tweety. What's up, Tweety? So let me know that you chose pile number 1 by putting it in the comments below. And don't forget, this is a general reading, so it might or might not fit your story. I would love to see a little canary down in the comments, so if you chose pile 1, I'll know that you did so. So let's see what's going on. I love you, Tweety. Tweety, this always reminds me of my cousin. She used to love Tweety Bird. Everybody would call her Tweety growing up. Alright, so let's figure this out. I'm going to go with tarot first. So pile number 1. Lovely pile number 1. What are they saying about you? You have 6 of Pentacles. So they think you are very generous, helpful, even an altruistic soul. Someone who likes to give and not respect or expect anything in return. Someone who is very respectful. That word did come out of my mouth. You're someone who you like to put people's what's it called? You like to put people first before you you even think about your own self. Very selfless energy. 2 of Pentacles tells me that you could be the person who likes to strategize, multitask, move pieces around in order to accommodate everybody who you are in contact with. So if you see someone over there who's in need, you would even take it upon yourself to inconvenience yourself to make that person feel more welcomed in the friendship circle, or to make sure that they fit in, or just to make sure that they're happy. So even if that means inconveniencing your friend right here to make this person happy, you will do so. But you don't mean to inconvenience your friend. It's just that you'll see that your friend here is okay. And so you're like, my friend's not going to mind if I, reach out a hand to this person over here who I barely know. And that's your mentality, and that's just how you function. That's just your kind heart coming through. So, multitasking, making sure everybody's accounted for, making sure everybody's happy, making sure the peace is, and the balance is restored in your whole, friendship circle. Making sure that nobody is needing without, or I'm sorry, that there's no lack. Yeah, very generous energy as well. Yeah, of course. And I think you also, your energy is so contagious. You make everybody else want to bend over backwards for everybody else. You make them want to do the same thing. You make them want to pay it forward as well. So it's kind of like if you see someone be nice and generous, you're like, oh, let me go across the street and buy somebody a cup of water or a bottle of water. You know, like it makes you want to be giving as well. So pile number 1, what are they saying behind your back? You have the King of Wands here, so you're very resourceful. You have more than you need, so you're in the position to be able to give to others, to problem solve as well, multitask. And also the King of Wands tells me that you are very confident, and even if you come across like someone who is way too nice or way too helpful, you're like, you know what, I don't give a hoot if you think I'm, you know, being too kind or being too nice, you know, whatever, you know, I kind of agree, like, I kind of like understand this energy. It's kind of like, you know, like you look at somebody and they're always smiling, and you're like, what is she smiling about all the time? She's too nice, jeez. She gets on my nerves how nice she is. I wonder what she's up to. I wonder if she's, you know, plotting something. Why is she always so pleasant? Why is she always so chippy? You know, in hindsight, the other party might think, man, I don't want them to think I'm always nice. I don't want them to, you know, take advantage of me. I don't want them to, you know, walk all over me. I'm not a rug. So, so if I'm too nice, they might think that I'm X, Y, and Z. So maybe I'll just try not to be so nice to them. I'll just, whatever. And so with you, I don't think you care if people think of you as someone who's too nice or too helpful or too this, and this. Because you're, at the end of the day, if it makes them happy or if it makes you happy to help somebody else, then that's all that matters. So, I know it's like I'm overcomplicating things, but at the same time, I'm trying to explain what I mean. What else do people say behind your back when you're not looking or when they think you're not listening? Pile number 1. What do people say about you? Pile number 1. When you're not even in the room, or even when you're in the room, what are they saying about you? 10 of Wands. Yeah, you take on too, oh my gosh, you take on too much. You take on a lot. You got the Queen of Wands here as well. You take on a lot. You do a lot for people. You know, and it could also be that you have your hands on many different things. You have your, you got multitasking. You got the 10 of Wands. Oh, sorry. So you have the 10 of Wands here with the Queen of Wands. King of Wands, mind you. Look at that. Actually, this came out first. So you got the King. You got all these burdens here, all these wands, and then you got the Queen. So you got a lot of fire here. So you're very, you know, I would say you could be overwhelming as well. Not in a negative sense. It's more like you could be too much to bear or too much to, what's it called? Take in, or too much to understand, or too overwhelming. Like your energy could be just very, very overwhelming. And I mean that in the kindest, most encouraging way. It's kind of like people don't know what to do with you. It's like you're just too much. When you love hard. When you are defending your family, your tribe, your friends, you fight the fight. You don't care. You don't give a hoot. If they're messing with your family, you're here to fight. Tooth and nail. And so you could be a little bit, you know, you can be too much sometimes to people. But only too much if they don't, you know, if they don't understand you well. If they don't accept you. For those of the people that do accept you, they're like, I'm used to her energy. I'm used to her being so fast-paced, and, you know, I'm so used to her, you know, doing so much, and, you know, she's so busy, or he's so busy, always juggling, always in and out, always, you know, doing something or keeping themselves occupied. It's hard to get a hold of them. This is the Energizer Bunny that I can't get a hold of. I'm okay. It's all good, because when I do need her or him, all I gotta do is say X, Y, and Z. I need you. I need an ear. I need a shoulder. I need an ice cube. Can I borrow some sugar? And they know that you will be there in a heartbeat, because you're so passionate. All this fire, you're so passionate. And where there's a will, there's a way with you. You do whatever you can to appease everybody, to please everybody, to cater to everybody. Open up your heart, open up your arms, open up your doors to whoever is in need, whoever is lacking. That's just how you function. And you like a happy home. The other side could be that you could be, you could be an entrepreneur. You could have a business. You're very well endowed in different areas. You're very abundant in friends, in money, in material gains. And so you're in the place to be able to help people. And that's what people think about you. They think of you as someone who's just so like freaking selfless. Like I said, you're selfless. Not selfish, selfless. Where you think of yourself at the end of the day, after you're burnt out, helping everybody else. And that's another thing about you, is that you can easily burn yourself out, giving. Excuse me, like the Energizer Bunny, who forgets that they are human, and they can't give without any type of balance or boundaries or energy exchange. You know that it doesn't last long. So I think you're mastering that with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You're realizing that you know, if you give too much, even though you really want to, that it's not going to hold you up for too long. So you're just so sweet. You're very, very sweet and passionate and caring. And people love your heart. People love that you will bend over backwards. You'll bring the moon if you could. You would bring the moon. Or the planets, if you could. Okay, what are people saying behind your back? What are people saying behind your back? Pile number 1. What are people saying behind your back? Lovely, lovely pile number 1. You got love. See, you got a kind heart. You're so loving. You're so giving. This is my Winter's Embrace Oracle. If you're interested, I have it for sale on my Etsy shop. Perfect for the season, but it's also, it has that energy like magic. It's like very whimsical. It's so beautiful, like the energy that this has. I love working with it all year round. It doesn't even matter what season we're in. It just happens to say Winter's Embrace. But anyway, so you got love here, you got uncertainty. So you could be very unpredictable or unattainable. Like they're trying to call you and you don't answer their phone, only because you're probably helping somebody. But then, like I said, all they gotta say is help, where are you? And you're there in a heartbeat. Departure and euphoria. So departure tells me, yeah, like I said, I feel this energy is like you're always coming and going, going. And it's like, can you slow your roll? Can you slow down some? You're always on the move. You're a fire sign. All right. Oh, I know you're a fire, but come on. Whew. Let's chill it out. Let's not burn out. And then you're like, oh yeah, okay. And then you guys, you know, whoever you're in contact with, you have fun. When you're with someone, you're very present. And then when it's time to go, you're gone. You're like, okay, time for me to go to work. Time for me to be with my friends. Time for me to tend to my family, tend to myself, tend to my garden. So let's see. Part number 1, what do people say about you when you're not looking, when you're not in the room? This is my eye candy oracle if you're interested in this one. This one's on Etsy as well. What do people say about you behind your back? Part number 1. Potential. Summer. Prosperity. And dreams. Commitment. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Commitment. You are so loyal. You are there in a heartbeat. Gossip. Absolutely. You do. Yeah, people do talk about you. I'm talking about gossip, and it's here. All right, so I'm going to start with potential. So they see that you're going places. They see that you're going to make something of yourself if you haven't done so already. If you haven't reached the stars, you will, because you even got the stars here. And you got the Lucky Charms, which has a lot of stars in here as well. So they see you as someone dreamy. They see you as someone who's inspirational. And they see that you're going places. You're a wish. Oh, that's interesting. Wish fulfillment. You wish... You make people's wishes come true. You're like a freaking beacon of light. Look, fulfillment. See? And then what do we have here? There was another one here. Oh, right here. Euphoria. You make people so happy. You have no idea. You have no idea. You make people so happy. You have uncertainty, yeah, unpredictable, gossip, yep, we talked about that. Summer, this can be just like your warm heart. You're like a sunshine, a sunny day. They look at you and they're like, ah, vitamin D, that's what I need. I need some vitamin D from my favorite person. Euphoria, yeah, see, ah, this is my person. I love hearing from her. I love when we're in the same energy. Dreams, see, you're like very dreamy. You're like the star. Potential, they see you are becoming something. You're making something of yourself. And they're going to see what you are going to make more of yourself. Like the older you get, the more they are your friend or the more they are in your life, they're going to see more of you and how freaking happy or how proud of you they are going to be. Prosperity, yeah, they see you going places. They see you are very, very lucky and fortunate. And that's what I said. You're in the position to help others. Whew. I'm going to use my Autumn's Delight Oracle to see what wants to come through. And it's mixed in with someone else's beautiful creation called Whispers of Autumn, but I don't think she sells it anymore. So, but my decks are always down below. So, how can we describe your energy? Courtesy of people who perceive you every single day. Courage, someone who's very confident. And you are very structured. You like discipline. You like structure. You like routines. You like order. Just like the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Absolutely. They're not successful by being lazy. They're at them every single day. They have routines. They're very disciplined. So yeah, courage. That's what I'm getting with the lion. The fire signs. Courageous. Go get 'em energy. Go, 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 go. Facing fears. Very fearless. So that's what I have for you, Tweety Birds #1. Let me know if this makes sense. If not, then it's not your story. I do have pick cards in my playlist, and I do personal readings. I would love to read for your energy only. I'll see you next time on B, and we're going to go on to pile number 2. Alright, pile number 2, you chose the froggy. Hello, frog friends. This frog has a rose for you. You could be a romantic person. Very adaptable, romantic, sweet, kind-hearted, gentle, vulnerable. We'll see. We'll see what we get with the cards, with my intuition. Alright, pile number 2. Thank you for being here. If you're new, please subscribe. I like to post every single day. I don't miss a beat. Alright, pile number 2, pile number 2. What do people say about you behind your back? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, what do people say behind your back? 6 of Wands. Pile number 2, what do people say behind your back? Pile number 2 is energy only. What do people say behind your back? The Empress. Pile number 2, what do people say behind your back? Pile number 2. Awesome, pile number 2. Ooh, get out of town. What? The Empress with the Emperor. Nice. 2 majors here, back to back. Nice. What do they say about you? Pile number 2. Oh, snap. Okay, you got a lot of fire and you got a lot of love. Empress with the Emperor and the 3 of Cups. And then you got Temperance. You got Empress with the Temperance. That's interesting because we know the whole ordeal between them both. All right. So you, pile number 2, I feel like people look up to you. People think of you as like the mother hen, the father figure, the mother figure. Yeah, same thing. The, parental role, authority, someone who's just very caring, very warm-hearted, very nurturing, very successful too. They see you as someone who's going places. They see you as someone who, is paving the path for others. So they can see you as someone who's like, the leader, someone who's just, dictating. Not really no, I don't want to say that. It's more like, they see you as someone who's trying something out, seeing if it works, and then say, okay, coast is clear, let's do this. All right, let's succeed together because I've tried it and it's successful. Now let's do it together. Like, you're very inclusive, and you're very loving, warm-hearted, and you care about people. You care about people's feelings. You got the Empress, the Emperor. You got the Cups here. You care about togetherness. You're like the catalyst, the headquarters. People go to you. People resort to you. People say, hey, I need help. Hey, can you connect me to X, Y, and Z? Hey, can you help me network? Hey, can you help me promote my business? Hey, can you X, Y, and Z? You're like, oh, sure, whatever you need. There's no, competition. There's no cattiness. There's no pettiness with you. You just want to see people succeed, and you also want to love on them. Like you're just like the mom, the dad. You got the empress with the emperor. What? Those are the parents right there. Then you have the Three of Cups, so coming together. Like maybe you love family outings, you like family, or just being with your friends. You like having barbecues, having people over. It could be that you're also a good leader in the workplace. You like to make sure that everybody's being treated equally, even like equal pay. Like saying, oh, how come she's making this and she's not? Hold on, let's fix this. Like equality for everybody. Yeah, you got the Temperance as well, so it's like balance. You like balance. You don't like favoritism. You like everybody to be treated the same, no matter if they are successful. You still want them to be treated the same, whether they are at the very beginning of their stages, whatever stage that is, whatever path that is. You still want them to be treated equally. So this is beautiful. You have Six of Wands, and then you have the Four of Wands. Sandwich, that's the bread right here, the fire. Those are your arms, your hands. Your warm hands, hugging your people, hugging your passions, hugging your whatever you put your soul and sweat and blood and tears into. You're like hand in hand, embracing them, nourishing them, nurturing them. Whether it's people or projects, whatever, career, parts of yourself, your family. The Three of Cups with the Four of Wands, that's a lot of people. That's like, togetherness. I love it. Let's see what other cards want to come out for you. So I'm going to use my Eye Candy Oracle to step into the sweet side of you and the spiritual side, because this has both energies. Pile number 2, what do people talk about you behind your back? What do they say? Let's keep this over here. What do people say? That was the Ten of Wands, by the way, from pile number 1. So you might want to check out pile 1. Queen of Wands. That came out for pile 1. And then you have all these fire elements, or 2 fire suits here, 2 fire cards, sandwiching everything else. So you might want to check out pile 1 if you feel inclined to. Don't feel like I'm forcing. Only if it feels right to you. Alright, so what do people say about you, pile number 2? What do people say about you behind your back? Fusion. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You can't make this stuff up. Fusion. You like people coming together. You like reuniting people. You like networking. You like introducing people. You like welcoming everybody, all walks of life. Walking the same walk. Talking the same talk. Rowing the same boat. You are like the freaking headquarters. You bring people together. Fusion. See? It's here. Fusion. Like I said, you have fire in one hand, fire in the other hands. You temper it, and you make it nice and warm, and then you embrace people with that love, that energy. It's freaking awesome. And it's kind of like you want people to succeed. You want people to be like you, where you're happy, you're successful. Look, scars, you can be a healer as well. Someone who likes to see people through, help people get over the humps, the bumps, the grumps. You like, come here, I found a way to escape this stupid sandbox. This sand over here is wet. Come on. You're like a little kid. Come on, I found a drier, warmer patch of sand to play in. Not this wet sand that's all disgusting and full of mold. Come on. Just think of like Harriet Tubman. Come on, let me help you. Come on, let's figure this out. Let me figure it if it works out first. Oh yeah, it does work. Come on. I'm telling you, this is like, you are, wow, I don't even know how to explain. You are the path paver. You are the path paver. The activist, the advocate, the supporter, the lawyer, the healer, the light bringer, the light worker. You just amazing balls you are. Endurance, yeah, you don't give up without a fight. You keep on going. You take risks. Exactly. You're like, hold on, I'm going to figure out a way, and then I'm going to make sure it's not faulty. because I don't want you to, you know, have to go through the faults. I don't want you to have to go through those hard times. Let me figure it out first, and then come with. All right. So this is for sale on my Etsy if you're interested. That's the eye candy. This is the Winter's Embrace. Let's see what this has to say. This has that magic. And we're talking about embrace, and that's the epitome of who you are. The mother hen, the empress, the one who, I'm getting Statue of Liberty, the light bringer. People people say, oh wait, that's the Statue of Liberty. I know where I'm going. Ah, you know, you bring the lights. People flock to you. Embrace. You see what I'm saying? You embrace people with open arms. I'm telling you. See, it says embrace. My friends. I don't even know how else to explain. Yeah, your energy is amazing. High energy, loving energy. It's contagious. And then you have progress. So you like to help people progress on their path. Change. You like to see people succeed. You got alchemy, like I said, temperance. You love balance. You have richness. You want to see people prosper. You want to see people thrive, survive, or vice versa. Community, see? You are like a big host. You're the host of a party. You're the light bringer. You're the Statue of Liberty, and all the fairies come to see you. And you got memories. Like, you're making great memories. You are. You're impacting people in a big way. Amazing. Now, I'm going to go with my Autumn's Delight Oracle to see what this has to say. And it's mixed in with the Beautiful Whispers of Autumn by another creator. But I don't know if she's selling it anymore. I don't think so. But mine is for sale if you're interested. This is almost like 3 years old by now. It's one of my first babies. Actually, the second baby that we created. All right, pile number 2. What do people say behind your back? Pile number 2. Caution. What do people say behind your back? Corn maze, twists of turn of life. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And shield. Hold on, let me see what's on top. Courage, yeah, again. You might want to check out pile number 2. Yeah, that came out in pile number 2, as well as the other tarot cards that was stuck in this deck, or the other deck. Check out number 2 if you feel inclined to. Especially if you are a fire sign. Especially if you are, you know, well endowed and abundant, and you have a lot to offer. You're very confident. Yeah, just if you feel like it. So you got shields. Okay, so hold on. So, oh wait, let me tell you something real quick. So we got twist, right? Look, twist. I knew it. I'm like, wait, what is this? Now I know what it's for. Twisted, professional. You're very professional. You take things very seriously. And I do feel like you are becoming successful. You're becoming rich in friends, rich in health and wealth. So you take your job seriously. You take your friends seriously. Whoever's in your life, you don't take them for granted. You're very, very careful with your friends, careful with your business, your projects, all that stuff. Okay, so you got twisted. So I'm going to figure out what this means. Yeah, richness. Look at that. I'm telling you. Okay, so you got caution. Yeah, good energy for sure. So you got caution. So I feel what this is saying is that you do have another side to you. You know, like if you know, all this fire, if people rub you the wrong way, or if they cross you, caution, watch out. If they mess with your people, if they mess with your money, if they mess with your career, if they mess with your mind, watch out, caution. You don't want to be in this person's, or they don't want to be in your on your shit list, or in the line of fire when you are heated, when you are in your feelings, when someone, you know, when your heart is broken, or you know, someone took from you. They don't want to be anywhere near you. So you do have that other side, and I think it's very protective energy as well. Look, shield. So it's like you're just very protective over your money, over your friends, whatever you're trying to build for yourself. You take things very seriously. I'm telling you, you take things very seriously. You don't take anything for granted. You're very appreciative and humble, and you're very respectful. So you respect the same. I mean, you expect the same in return. So you have alchemy. Yeah, you're balancing things. You're very just transmuted. transmutational. If someone's feeling negative, you try to figure out how to make it positive, how to right the wrong, how to balance the scales. So you got twisted, and then you get it again. But this one, it was in my hand. I didn't care to pluck it out, but I saw it. That's how I knew to take it out again. And then here, look, twisted. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what I was getting with this is, if there is a problem, you're going to figure it out. No matter how twisted, no matter how knotted it is. And it could be that your mind is just very twisted as well. You don't think like everybody else does. You find the loopholes, you find the problems, you find whatever, solutions. You know how to maneuver through life. You're very smart, but you're also very intuitive. Look at that cup. And you just know. You don't know how you know, but you know. So it could be your mind works in different ways. And nobody understands how it works, but it does. It works in just a weird way. But it's very rare how you think, how you function. I'm not saying weird in a bad way. Trust me. Trust me. No. I'm weird. I'm the weirdest person you will ever meet. And I freaking will wear it on my head if I could. I probably would get it on a bracelet if I could. Weird and proud as F. Corn maze, twists and turns of life. Confusion and feeling lost. Okay, so maybe that's how you make people feel. Maybe that's how you come across. Like you don't got it together. Or maybe not so much that. It's more like you're maybe unpredictable, or you just... There's this facets to you that people just can't understand. So it probably twists their brain. It probably makes them feel perplexed. Like they can't figure you out. How is it that you know? How is it that you function? How is it that you're successful? How is it that you're a light bringer? How is it that you're rich? How is it that you have all these friends and all this abundance around you? How is it? They can't figure you out. And you're very protective. Like even your ancestors are probably protecting you as well. And it's like hard to pierce through that. You know? So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonates, freaking awesome. If not, freaking awesome. Check out my pick a card playlist. I have many, many more. And I do personal readings as well. Mwah! Kisses. Pile number 3, you chose Smurfette. I feel, excuse me, with this Smurfette, we do have eggs here. But I also feel like there's many layers of you that no one sees. Or they... excuse me, they don't care to see the many layers of you. They just see what's on surface level. So it's kind of like they could be, oh, sorry. They could be judging you right at surface level. Like, oh, she's so cute, she wears pink, she's this, she's that, she's so fluffy, she's so soft, she's so naive. But then you crack open the egg and it's like, wait, what? I didn't see that coming. So I do feel there's many, many layers of you, just like these different colored eggs. You don't know what's inside. It can be chocolate. It can be an egg yolk. It can be coins. Maybe it's a plastic egg. You don't know. They don't know. Yeah, and you have a costume. We have a costume over her, so we definitely don't know you. I'm sorry, they don't really know you until they get, they get to, take time to ask you questions and be in your energy. And open up to you, and maybe you open up to them. So I do feel that, yeah, there's some kind of secrecy or some kind of mystery behind you or within you. Maybe it's a guard that you put up on yourself, or maybe that's just your energy. You just don't feel like saying, hey, this is what I like, what I don't like. This is just me. If you want to get to know me better, then have fun getting to know me better. It's just simple. Some people are just, they're not an open book all the time. Only until you get past the layers, then they're an open book. But not right off the bat, Excuse me. So, pile number 3, hello, welcome to your reading. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope that you can subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's go. Pile number 3, what are people gossiping about you behind your back? Pile number 3. Pile number 3, what do people gossip about you behind your back? Pile number 3. Lovely pile number 3. New people, new message, new energy, new cards. Number 3, number 3, number 3. What do people gossip about you? You have the Strength card. You have the 6 of Swords. You have the 3 of Wands. You have the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. And what do people gossip about you? Pile number 3. You have, my stars, oh my stars. I was just about to say, another fire, another more fire, more fuego. So, all right. Let's remind people to check out 1 and 2 if they feel inclined to. But then I'm like, no, let me hold my tongue. Maybe it's not that case. Maybe not. Maybe it's a different story. But then we get more fire. So, if you feel inclined, please check out 1. Please check out pile number 2 as well. Heck, you might want to just watch the whole 3 piles in consecutive order and see if it fits that way. So if you feel like it, don't force it, just whatever you have time for. Or if you want to watch me on speed mode, I like to do that with my own readings just to make sure I edit everything, everything look pieces together. When I edit everything, I just watch it really fast. I like to see how everything comes together. And yeah, I find value in watching my own readings as well. And it helps me become a better reader, helps me figure out what I did wrong, if I didn't articulate things right. So if you want to watch things in speed mode, go for it. It's really fun. You get to hear me speak really fast. So, you have Strength, 3 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, a lot of fire, a lot of fuego. And then, the nine of Coins is here as well. Great. So, so obviously the fire suit is profound here. It's coming out big time. So you might have a fiery energy about you, or that can be just, what you bring to the table as we speak, or it can be that's what's in your birth chart, and maybe you don't know it. Maybe you don't even know you have that in your moon and rising, or moon or rising, if it's not your main sun sign. So, if you don't know that, I'm telling you, this could be your energy coming through. Parts of you that you probably have buried somewhere, or maybe that's just you every day. Who knows? But so okay. So what are people saying about you? You have the Strength card, so they see you as someone very I was gonna say brazen. No, brash. Like just cutthroat. Let's get to it. Let me get the meats. I don't have time to waste. I got a family to feed. But there's also a gentle side. Thank you. Yep. There's also a gentle side to you, just like the inside of the shell of the egg. There's egg yolks. There's there's stuff inside that we just don't see every day. It's just very gentle about you. You might come across like this hard poker face biatch, like just resting bitch face all the time, or resting jerk face, or just someone who's just, you can't tell what's happening behind those eyes. Maybe they see you as someone who's very pissed all the time, or just someone who's closed off all the time. But when they get to know you better, they see the sensitive side of you, just like the eggs inside the wrapper here. It can be something that hasn't. It's like there's a gentle, vulnerable side to you. Freaking awesome. I like that. And only will they, if people take time to get to know you, will they see that side. Just like the lion here. This lion isn't being judged. This lion is saying, thank you for accepting me, for seeing me who I am. I'm only gonna bite the meat if I'm hungry, if you're messing with my family. But I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm only gonna eat the meat that I'm supposed to eat. But for you, you helped raise me since I was a cub. You know what? I'm not gonna bite the hand that feeds me. I'm gonna take care of the hand that feeds me, and that's what he's doing. They have a reciprocal, symbiotic relationship here, and that's probably what embodies you. Like you just love to give to people, and you expect that in return. And only then will they be able to see that gentle, sweet, vulnerable side of you, if they earn your respect, right? 6 of Swords, you've been through a lot. They see you as someone who has changed, someone who weathers any storm that comes their way. You get through any BS, you get through any obstacle, and you keep it moving. Just like the sailboat. 3 of Wands, you can be very patient, just like the gentle lion. You sleep, and then when you're up and at 'em, you're ready to pounce. You're ready to face whatever obstacles come your way. You're very patient. And we got boats here happening in the 3 of Wands, and then you have boats here as well. So you're very, very patient. You're like, no, I'm not going to settle for that. I'm going to wait for the best thing to come. Yeah, it's worth the wait. And then it comes, and you're like, yes, thank you. This is better than what I was going to settle for. I was going to settle for that piece of meat over there. That little zebra. I wanted something bigger. And then the bigger zebra comes along, and you're like, yeah, now I can feed my family for days, Then you have the 9 of Coins, so you're very successful. I feel like you have a way with maneuvering through, life. So you know how to save your money, you know how to make the money, you know how to spend the money, you know how to, you have a good balance of what you think you need and what you think, what you need and what you want. It's like there's a balance here. You don't spend too much, you don't spend too little. There's a nice even balance. You have everything that you need. You don't always need everything. I mean, you don't always want everything. I mean, you don't always buy everything you want. There's moderation here, Nine of Pentacles, and you're living the fine life. It's not, you don't have the King of Pentacles here, but the Nine of Pentacles is almost up there, and she is only becoming more successful. She's becoming more wise with her money, or he. This person's just, finding the silver lining in everything. If you don't have that much money, you're like, you know what? Let me go pawn this at the pawn shop. Let me go put this in the consignment and make a little few bucks here and there. Like, you're very resourceful. I feel like you're very thrifty as well, very prudent. You know how to make your money stretch, and I think that you can rock it. Every time you go to a thrift store, you probably find something very valuable, and you make your home look beautiful with all the things that you find. And it could be that you're buying those things and you're selling them for even more. You're very resourceful, very prudent, very thrifty, very, very, very creative. What the heck? Our neighbors are having a good time downstairs. You got the Queen of Wands, so you love your nice, fine home life. You love things in particular order. You like things to look beautiful. Very resourceful again, very successful. And you make everything stretch. Like I said, you can make a zebra, if you were a lion, you can make a zebra last for days. Feeding you and your family for days. That's exactly what I'm getting. And you could be a very good leader. Yep, strength, Lion King, Lion Queen. Very good leader, leader of the pack, leader of your home. What you say goes. You got the sunflower, you got the sun right here, you got the fire, all this fire here. And then you got the Knight of Wands. So, like I said, when the time is right, you take action. You rest, you recuperate, because you were just going at it yesterday, looking for that meat to pounce, and then you rest, and then you take action the next day. And whoever's on the motorcycle with you, you're going to have a freaking good old time. And if they're not on the motorcycle for you, they might want to wait a little bit, because you're going to have your fun with or without them. So this is you. Just come on, let's go, or you can wait for me until I get home after hunting for all this meat. You might have to wait a little bit, but I'll be back. But I think you're very wise as well. Very wise, and you whatever you want, you go for it. And that's what people admire about you. They see you as someone who goes for whatever they want. Okay. You're a kind heart, very welcoming, and you don't have any prejudices, anything. You don't have any favoritism. You don't like, you don't show favoritism. If you see someone who's very successful, they have a lot of money, you're not going to put them on a high pedestal because someone next to them doesn't have as much, and their business is booming, and they have a name known for themselves. So you're going to treat them the same way you would treat the person who is trying to make themselves rich, trying to put food on their table for their kids, You treat everybody just the same. Very kind-hearted. See, you do wear some kind of facade. I said it. You wear some kind of, no, not a facade, more like a concealed mask. Just like her. She's concealing herself with a costume, disguise, and she has an egg concealing, the egg wraps, colored eggs concealing what's inside. You don't know if it's gold, you don't know if it's chocolate, you don't know if it's actually egg yolk, you don't know if it's made out of gold, you don't know anything about what she's carrying. You don't know what's inside her costume. She could be wearing bummy clothes. You don't know if she's financially struggling, or you don't know if she's wearing a knight in shining armor ready to fight, or you don't know if she's wearing beautiful $900 outfits that you see on the red carpet. You don't know, and that's what people can't find out about you. You're just very secretive, or you're just very mysterious. Disguise. Yep. Oh, look at this. These two women, look at this. These two women, look at that. They kind of have the same stance, the same pose, the same, like, poker face. It's like, I think I think this is like, in this energy, it's like this is you. You're the lion and you're the woman, all in the same energy. You only let people see parts of you when it's appropriate or when you feel the mood is right. So you want, on one hand, you can be the lion. On the other hand, you can be this beautiful, innocent, nurturing, fearless lion tamer. That's what I feel. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you have this kitty cat here. I feel, yeah, you're abundant in everything. When it comes to your money, your home life, when it comes to friends, when it comes to family, ideas. It's like you get whatever you want, you get it. And I also feel like you get a lot of downloads at nighttime. When you're resting, you probably receive a lot of answers. Maybe you're connected to your own spirit, connected to your ancestors. I think you're very spiritual because I'm getting High Priestess with the disguise and the Smurfette being very masked. And what else was I saying? Yeah, there's just different facets to you that nobody sees. And I think that you're like the High Priestess. And a lot of water here, so maybe very psychic. You got corn. And you got hot chocolate. Yes, sweetness, sweet long-term success. See, you are very sweet and you're very successful. And this is exactly what I was saying when I first started this video. There's something about you. It's just you're very kind-hearted, just like the lion who's taking care of his owner. Then you have corn. Excuse me. Rebirth and growth. Corn can add inches in a day if you listened. Bear with me, there are typos in this deck, and so I tried my best to decipher what the creator was trying to say. But it's such a beautiful deck, I love it so much. Corn can add inches in a day. If you listen, you could hear it grow. So that can be your energy, where you're very just slow going when you need to be, and when you don't need to be, you get it. You're like the early bird getting the worm. So then you got hot chocolate, sweetness, sweet long-term success. Yeah, okay. So you're very sweet, and you're very attentive, and you're a good listener, perhaps. You see how he's tuning into her needs. He's like, you don't want me to play with you because I have claws. Okay, I won't play rough because then I might scratch you by accident. So I'll just let you pet me. I'll let you rub my mane on my head, because that's the only way I can be gentle without scratching you or whatever, pouncing on you, because I want to play. Lions, All right, so even lion cubs, they're trying to play, but they're playing with each other, so it doesn't seem so rough. But if they were to play with the human, watch out, the claws. Watch out, you might get tackled, Okay, this is my Winter's Embrace Oracle. Let's see what wants to be said about you. Pile number 3. What do people say about you behind your back? And this is the Autumn's Delight Oracle. If you're interested, we have this for sale as well. Intelligence. See, you are very, very smart. Very, 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 very. You probably, you got the swords here. You probably strategize things, rest with it, and then take action. Once you have a game plan. You have healing. So there's something healing about your energy. People love being in the comfort of your energy. Like, they love being surrounded by you. They love just talking with you. They love just hanging out, chilling with you. Adversity. They see you have come across, or you have come a long way. You have, achieved a lot of milestones, and look, see, it's like the same thing. You have the crazy storm here on the ocean. It's impacting the ocean, the water here, impacting the boat, impacting the waves. And then you have this snowstorm here, or the calm after the storm. So you have been through a lot, and that's probably why you are the way you are. Maybe guarded. You wear a mask, a concealment, and then you have delicate. See, oh my gosh, you're very sweet inside. You're just like a freaking egg. There's something inside of you that's very vulnerable and gentle and sweet about you. But you're not gonna let anybody just find out about that. Not just yet. Not yet. Anyway, they have to earn that, right? All right. So last deck. This is my Eye Candy Oracle. Let's figure out what this is saying about you behind your back. What are people saying behind your back? Did you think it was gonna be all negative? Did you think that we were gonna say anything dark about you? Nope. Far from it. Pile number 3. What are people saying about you behind your back? Pile number 3. Insanity. Divine feminine insanity. I'm like, no, far from it. They're not talking shit about you. Oh, sorry. They're not talking shit about you. Sorry again. They're not. They're really not. I think what that is saying is that, number one, your brain just functions. Like I said in part number 2, you might want to check out part number 2. Your brain probably functions in a different way, and people probably don't understand you. And maybe that's why you put your guard up. And it could be that things, you know, you are a fire sign, so when things get on your bad side, or when things make you heated, it's like, oh my gosh, this bitch is crazy. This girl, she's gonna bite my head off. My goodness, I better not mess with her. So it could be that you have a wild side, crazy side. So, you know, unless you have eaten for the day, you have been taken care of, and you've had time to spend with family, you had time to get out in nature, you have, you're not hot and bothered, then you're just fine. And as long as the people don't mess with your family, your lion cubs, your lioness, or your lion king, then you're fine. You're a cool cat, cool wild cat. Nobody's gonna get on your bad side until they do. Then you're like, oh gosh, it's hard to get back. It's hard to get you out of this crazy, you know, mind state. But for the most part, you're freaking awesome. They see you as someone who's just cool and sweet and humble. And you got confession, so you might, once they get to know you, you might be see, look at that. You're concealed disco ball, but once they get to know you, you're an open book. You'll tell it like it is. You'll just say it. No need to put a disguise or a poker face on, you know, but only with people you feel comfortable with. And then you have the birth here, so they've seen you. Yeah, look, birth with surprises. Look at that. And then you have emotions. See, they see this other part of you that no one else gets to see, because maybe you've spent your life being judged for the majority of it. You spent your life justifying yourself, so then you close down. But temporarily, until, you know, you let people in. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. If this resonates, then freaking awesome. If not, then freaking awesome. Check out my pick card playlist, and I do have personal readings in my Etsy shop, as well as all the decks I used today. I'll see you next time.